Welcome back to the channel, friends. In this video, I am going to open an entire box of Mask of Transformation, the Japanese version of... What is it? It is Twilight Masquerade. So yeah, in this video, we open an entire box of Twilight Masquerade, as well as an entire box of Paradise Dragona. In these packs, I just roll right through them because... Well, for one, I always struggle to open Japanese packs. I feel like that takes longer, even though there's only 5 cards. As you can see, I am struggle bussing to open this pack. But yes, in this video, we're going to go through 2 whole boxes of Japanese cards. We get some pretty good pulls in these, which the Japanese sets are, they're pretty, I mean, you're not guaranteed like SARs or things like that, but for the most part, you are guaranteed like a certain number of pulls. You're not guaranteed a rare in each pack or anything like that, but you're not even guaranteed a holo in each pack. But yeah, we're gonna bust through this this box of Mask of Transformation, and Jesus Christ, I'm struggling with these packs. I eventually figure it out because the pull tabs for me do not typically work on the Japanese packs. So this is one of the videos that I recorded recently that had no audio, so I am recording my voice over it. And this was recorded, I believe, Thursday. Today is Saturday for me. I will have my children today. I picked them up at 9 o'clock. So I'm trying to get this finished up so that I didn't waste the content, because I really looked forward to showing you guys what it looks like to bust open Japanese packs if you haven't already busted open some Japanese packs. So they're a little different. There's only 5 cards per pack. That's Pheasantipity there. It's that artwork. The artwork on that Pheasantipity is hands down some of the best. But yes, Japanese packs are very different. There's only 5 cards per pack. You are not guaranteed a holo. You're not guaranteed. I don't think you're guaranteed a rare either. But one of the big differences with Japanese packs are, I think it's been since 151 or maybe earlier than that. I can't remember exactly how early, but there's a chance of a God pack, which is just all holos all the way through. And the SARs in Japanese packs are a little more difficult to pull. But I really enjoy opening Japanese packs. The boxes are much cheaper, depending on which set you're buying. But they typically run somewhere between like 35 and 55, depending on what you're getting. The 151 has jumped up quite a bit to, I think it's around $90 or $100 now. I've been keeping my eye peeled for 151. It's getting tougher and tougher to find, and the cards are skyrocketing. Yeah. So in this video, we get some pretty good pulls out of both boxes. The Pheasantipity was probably the better pull out of the Mask of Transformation. We get a Scoop Up Cyclone there, Ace Spec Trainer. But yeah, we did pretty good on that box. I gotta say, it wasn't a bad one. It was like I said, it's different opening Japanese packs, much different than American packs or English packs, whatever you want to call them. They're much more difficult to get into than the English packs. I definitely do not prefer opening, in terms of the pack, I do not prefer opening Japanese packs. The value of Japanese cards tends to be a little different than the American version. It tends to be lower. Not entirely sure why it's so much lower. And maybe their print rate, they may print a whole lot more. I'm not really sure. Japanese boxes tend to be more readily available than English boxes, and I think part of that is that the allocation in America, or with the English boxes, is a lot stricter than it is with the Japanese boxes. So yeah, there's a Diplin full art. I think in the Japanese sets there's like RR, AR, SAR. So that's regular rare, art rare, and then special art rare. So I think in this, we didn't, in either box, I don't think we got any SARs. But we definitely got some really cool SRs. Yeah, I didn't mention that one, did I? Those are called special rares, if I'm not mistaken. There's a Blissey full art EX. I like Blissey. Blissey's cool. Definitely one of the cutest Pokemons to ever exist. But yes, we didn't get a single SAR. But when we get to the Paradise Dragona box, I pulled something that I've been trying to get my hands on for a while. Because in the first Paradise Dragona box that I ever opened, Japanese one, I pulled the Latias, which is probably the most sought after card in that set. It's definitely in the $90 to $100 range raw. It is one that I have that I'm definitely sending to get graded. It is almost perfect in terms of centering, the back, like everything. And if you watch the videos, you already know that as soon as I pull something out of a pack that is of any sort of value whatsoever, it goes in a penny sleeve and then eventually into a card saver. And that's where it lives its life until it's sent to be graded. If you guys didn't already know, GameStop is now sending cards to PSA for grading. And I am probably going to utilize GameStop because I have a pro membership there, if for nothing else, just to get a free pack once a month. GameStop also has GameStop exclusives for Pokemon, which is good. But with a pro membership, the return shipping is free from PSA. It is $16 per card, and there's no you can send one, or you can send, I think the limit is 100. The most you can send is 100. Without having to send them separately. There's another Blissey EX there, so I'm really looking forward to being able to utilize that versus having to buy a membership through PSA, which only makes it $1 cheaper at $14.99, but you have to send at least 20 cards, which is also, you can play that into account. But if you look at it in that term, you'd have to send 150 cards through GameStop before you ever paid for the PSA membership, because the cheap membership at PSA is $150. So you don't have to pay for return shipping, which is also a bonus, because you have to pay for return shipping if you have a PSA membership. So yeah, I think what GameStop's doing is really, really good. There's several videos. I haven't done one. I'm probably not going to do one. There's several videos you can find of people going into a GameStop, questioning the manager about the process, blah, blah, blah. They take pictures of your cards for their records. Just so, like, if you were to come back and say, hey, I sent 10 cards, and they go, well, we only have pictures of 9 cards. You can't cheat them out of anything, and they can't cheat you out of anything. And apparently they lock the cards up in a safe or a locked room or whatever so that they don't disappear. And from what I understand, they do not send the cards through FedEx until they have at least 20 cards in the store. So I think it would be like to your benefit if you were going to utilize GameStop to probably send 20 cards at a time. That way your cards don't sit there waiting on someone else. But yeah. I think what GameStop's doing is fantastic. And in the video now, we are moving along to the Paradise Dragona box, which is, I'm not 100% sure if Paradise Dragona is like the front half of the Japanese Surging Sparks, because it has cards in it that are going to be in Surging Sparks, I think. And then they're also doing, it's called Electric Breaker in Japanese, which should have the sought after Pikachu full art. So I think they Japanese sets tend to split up. Like when they did Scarlet and Violet, they did a Scarlet set and a Violet set, which was what in English, what we got was Scarlet and Violet in one box. But in Japan, you had to buy 2 boxes. So like I know that there's a Cyclizar full art. I think that's an SR special rare. That's a gorgeous card. I'm not a huge fan of Cyclizar, but that is a really good looking card. But yeah, this box had a pull in it that I have been after for a long time, or I'd say at least a month now, because I wanted to make the pair. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll understand when you see the card. But yeah, we get another full art there. This box had better pulls than the Mask of Transformation. I tend to get very similar pull. I hadn't pulled that Pheasantipity yet, but I tend to get very similar pulls out of the Mask of Transformation box. I think I've opened 3 of those now, and the pulls were almost all identical. I just can't seem to get that Greninja. It doesn't matter whether I'm opening Japanese or I'm English. I can't pull that card. We had an Execute EX there, as you saw. We've got an A-Spec Trainer there. I'm not familiar with which one that is because I haven't opened any of this in English, and I do not speak Japanese. But yeah, this box had some really good pulls in it. When you see the card, you will understand why this box got me so jacked, because it was another full art there. But yeah, the one pull that really set this box off for me was I couldn't, honestly, when I pulled it, I didn't believe it at first. I was like, wow, I can't believe I just pulled that, because I've only opened 2 boxes of Paradise Dragona, and I got the 2 cards that I was after, which is nuts. Another one that I would like having out of the Mask of Transformation is that Carmine special art. That card is phenomenal. I had that card in English. Ended up trading it in for store credit because the one that I pulled was horribly off center. I mean, I would have loved to have had that card graded, but it would have graded like an 8 or a 9 would have been pushing it. It was that off center, like front and back. It was terribly off center. And I mean, it went straight into penny sleeve and straight into a card saver. But yeah, Cyclizar EX regular right there. But yeah, that Carmine that I pulled was such a disappointment. I mean, to pull it was fantastic, but to see the poor quality of the card was heartbreaking, because the card is gorgeous. I mean, the art on that card is phenomenal. It's one of the most sought after cards in the Mask of Transformation / Twilight Masquerade. There is a Latias EX, not to be mistaken for Latios. But yeah, this box opening was pretty crazy. And due to the small pack size, I just roll through the Japanese packs, because slow rolling them is not as dramatic as the English packs with 11 cards. But yeah, if you've opened Japanese, you kind of know what I'm talking about. I think I was talking trash about this box at first, because since the Cyclizar special art, or full art, whatever you want to call it, they have different names in Japan than they do in English. But we hadn't really pulled anything crazy. I mean, we had a couple of full arts, but nothing. I mean, I've got like 6 of those Diplins, so it wasn't, that one didn't tickle my fancy at all whatsoever. So yeah, it was the box had kind of gone downhill real fast until this pull coming up that you're going to see shortly, that really just set the box off for me. I was thrilled, couldn't be happier with what was pulled. It definitely made my day. It made my pair, and I was ecstatic over this pull. I really honestly just couldn't get over the fact that I pulled it out of, like, I got both cards that I wanted and I only had to go through 2 boxes. That hasn't happened in any English set that I've ever opened. So as you all know, I've opened 4 boxes of Stellar Crown and still haven't gotten a Terrapago CX. So we're dwindling down here. We're almost to the end of this box. And I was losing faith. I didn't know what to think. I was like, man, you know, didn't get any SARs out of the first one, hadn't got any SARs out of this one, and the card that I pull is not an SAR, but it is the card that I was after. There it is, the Latios full art, because out of the first box I pulled the Latios SAR, and I just wanted the pair of them to go together, and that card is absolutely stunning. The artwork on both of them, the Latios and the Latios, hands down the best 2 cards in the set, in my opinion. Now, the Latios does not have a high price value, and it's because it's not an SAR, so it's a little bit easier to pull. However, there are lots of illustration rares in this set, so being able to pull that out of 2 boxes, along with the Latios, is, in my opinion, just unreal. I couldn't get over it. I was thrilled about it. I slow rolled this one because I was so excited about the Latios. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Did really well on that Paradise Dragona box between the Cyclizar full art and the Latios full art. Really, really good pulls in that one. That Cyclizar is gorgeous. The colors on it are nuts. The Lyron, the Pheasantipity, both really good. I love Lyron. That Pheasantipity card is absolutely stunning. But yeah, that is going to wrap it up for this video. Thanks for joining in. I know I talked nonstop the entire time, so please subscribe to the channel, like the video, make sure to turn on notifications, and I will see you next time.